The Narcissist's Art of Deception. How they make things up when caught. Hey there, welcome to this video. If you've ever come across a narcissist, you might know that these individuals can be quite a handful. They are notorious for only caring about themselves and their own interests. It can be frustrating to deal with them since they lack the emotional capacity to think beyond their own needs. They can't comprehend the importance of family, finances, and other crucial aspects of life. To them, everything revolves around their own egos. As a result, it can be challenging to get them to understand why it's essential to take care of the things we value, whether it's our loved ones or our bills. One might expect that someone with such self-centered behavior would take great care of themselves and their environment. But that's not the case. Narcissists can be quite careless and filthy too, which is alarming since they are only thinking about themselves. I hope this video provided you with valuable insights about narcissists. Have you ever dealt with a narcissist? If so, please share your experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with my future videos. Thanks for tuning in. Here are some of the most typical ways that narcissists atone for their wrongdoing, albeit not in the classic sense of paying the price for their sins. When a narcissist makes up or ends a conflict with the intention of restoring things to their former state, that is what they mean by making up. Much of this is to be expected when dealing with narcissistic persons, given their proclivity for mischief and hurt to others. This is one of the reasons it is so difficult to communicate with these people. They have no choice except to apologize. They would sooner blame individuals or situations than own their errors and accept responsibility. Today, I'm going to discuss 3 strategies narcissists use to avoid dealing with the problem. The first reason is that narcissists prefer not to be reminded of their flaws if someone else is not to blame. They are striving to create an environment in which the past is forgotten. They don't want you to mention it in any other context. Narcissistic people have a difficult time receiving criticism regarding their flaws and limitations, especially when it is aimed at them. If you act as if nothing has happened, people will see this as a sign that you are also looking out for their best interests. Second, narcissists rely on a few factors to ensure that their makeup or reconciliation session goes as planned. Prolonging the game is one of their favorite tactics of getting an advantage. This strategy is applicable to any narcissist, whether they are a family member, a friend, a coworker, or a romantic partner. If they recognize they've offended you, the narcissist may give you some breathing room to avoid having to apologize or tackle the issue. They may prefer to avoid talking to or otherwise avoiding you for a length of time in order to avoid bringing up an old conflict when they encounter you again. They'd approach you with gifts and a friendly grin after that, as if nothing had ever transpired between you two. It is expected that the narcissist's scheme will work and that you will be attracted to them. You may even try again by forgetting everything that has ever happened between you two. Because narcissists do not change, you will allow the same circle to continue indefinitely. The old tricks are still employed, but they are attempting to persuade you that things will improve if you accept their hand once more. Soon after, you'll notice that they're back to their old tricks. And if you keep bringing it up, the narcissist will accuse you of being negative and stuck in the past. They may go to great lengths to convince you that bringing up the past is a sign of weakness, and that you must go on with your life and focus on the here and now. And, as I've noted before, narcissists use a double standard in everything they do. Even when they are at fault for causing harm to others, they refuse to accept responsibility or apologize. If you are to blame, they will point the finger at you. They'd be happy to bash you over the head with guilt for hours on end until you finally understand your mistakes and faults, which aren't your fault in the first place, and accept responsibility for everything. We just cannot accept their hypocrisy any longer. The narcissist gives you as much leeway as possible so that you can move on with your life without having to confront them about their behavior. Alternatively, the narcissist may sit there and appear as if they agree with what you're saying, even if they don't. Though they may appear to be interested in what you have to say and paying attention, this is merely a ruse. While the narcissist may agree to accept responsibility out of respect for the other person, the narcissist has never done so and has no plans to do so in the future. The narcissist finds no flaws in themselves. They want you to assume that they are accepting responsibility for something when, in fact, it was not their fault in any way. To do so suggests that they have nothing to apologize for, and thus they may apologize for everything. Instead of admitting responsibility for their actions and apologizing for whatever they have done wrong, they prefer to respond, "Fine, I'm sorry." A narcissist will look for any way to sound reasonable while evading personal accountability. To appear rational, they are constantly devising new ways to avoid accepting responsibility for their acts. When they are unable to obtain an agreement on their own terms, narcissists frequently resort to seduction. Instead of talking things out with the other person, the narcissist believes that cheap talk, or, even better, sexual intercourse will cure the situation. It is their specialty to use their ways to manipulate your emotions. To obtain your forgiveness, the narcissist hopes to influence you into feeling they are deserving of your trust. It is their intention to sap your willpower and morale. Narcissists, both male and female, exploit intimacy to persuade their victims that they are remorseful and only want to be near them. But it is nothing more than an attempt to shift attention away from the actual problem. They want to avoid discussing what went wrong in each case. They choose the kiss and make up technique to avoid confronting the basis of the problem. They are satisfied with broad generalizations about the situation and empty promises of transformation. Narcissists have a difficult time accepting responsibility for their acts and believe it is unnecessary to apologize to anybody or anything. To mend the relationship, the other side must act as if they have done nothing wrong and that the issue is only a misunderstanding. We, on the other hand, are committed to exposing the narcissist's delusions and confronting them with reality. Let us not give them another opportunity to damage our lives. I genuinely hope my little explanation was helpful to you. Please share your ideas and experiences with this topic in the comments area below. If you want to be notified when there is a new video, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. We appreciate the time you took to watch this. Thank you kindly.